A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Welcome one and all. This is Blaezer RTW, hitting it straight off into a 4-player FFA. You can see I'm just spacing my army here. I'm the Julii. Looks pretty low money. Cav's got probably silver, nothing really on the archers, silver shield on the infantry there. Is it urbans? Yeah. Looks like it's going to be Egypt, Parthia, and SPQR, Parthia, and Egypt. You may remember looking at that name. I think I played him in my second 1v1 a couple of battles ago. See how he gets on. So the SPQR player Mohammed, he looks like he's only upgraded one archer auxiliar with gold, and then nothing else has got anything. I wouldn't recommend that. He should have at least spread it out among his archers, silver attack each or whatever he could afford. Let's have a look at what Parthia's got. Eggles up on top, M2TW, it's a tongue twister. So he's got a skirmish army, the first proper skirmish army I've seen, I think. Not now, but at the time the first one that I'd seen. Got his 2 horse archers, got his nice heavy cavalry, he got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archers, yep, so that's a pretty good skirmish army. Egypt doesn't look like he's got a skirmish army. He looks like he's got a fair few spears there, few cavalry. I can't see any, apart from that one, I can't see any chariots. Slingers. Oh, he has got some Pharaoh's bowmen in there, so that's good because they're pretty tasty archers. And I'm pretty glad, to be honest with you, that those two are going to duke it out, and I'm going to be left taking out SPQR. He looks like I'm thinking he's going to form a box, but he's got his loose. He's putting them into loose. So I think this is like an extremely new player. I mean, this is what, my 8th or 9th battle online. This looks like it could be his first, so hopefully that means easy kills for me. Although, the flip side of that is you didn't really learn anything, but it's good practice with the controls at the moment, like I said. So let's keep an eye on this battle, and I'll just keep an eye on myself. I would assume I'll check every now and again, but I'm going to sort of roll up there pretty slowly, start firing the back of the urbans that are facing the other way, probably take my cav and surround him, and then look for a weak point and hit it, basically. But we'll dabble in and out of that one. Let's see how Egypt, who is letting his chariots get destroyed. I'm not one to criticise people who forget about units. I do it all the time. Even now with my cav, it's not uncommon for me to get hit while I'm not looking at my cav, even though it's probably the one thing you need to keep an eye on the most. So Parthia's got his horse archers. He's already worn down those chariots, so he's got no qualms about going in and trying to take out those slingers with his matey there that's going to join him. And then he'll either try taking out these skirmishers, or he might start targeting the infantry. Probably the general might be good to thin his numbers out, hit him, and then you can do it. But he looks like he knows what he's doing, this guy. He's being very patient, and taking one out, making sure it's gone, taking another out, making sure it's gone. and I think he's going to work. Looks like he's going to work his way pretty methodical. Yeah, you see, I've not even gone, so I'll keep my eye on here. It did look like Green Arrow there had split his army into two. I'm guessing he was going to push up from both sides. And this is, you know, typical skirmish tactics where you pull your archers back, turn, shoot, shoot, shoot while they're running, and then as they get close, pull them back, turn, shoot, shoot, shoot. If they bring cav forward like this, you've got heavily armoured and heavily upgraded cataphracts, or they might not be heavily upgraded, actually, I didn't check. But they shouldn't really need to. Okay, I know, you know, Nile cav are decent, but against one, especially two units of cataphracts, you know, that's not going to end well for them. The old Ferris Bowman, yeah. See, I told you they were pretty tasty. They've actually you know, he should have probably just sat there with his mate and taken him out. But they're pretty good, so they may have actually taken him out, which they've done anyway with the melee, and then come cav just to finish him off. So, you know, Egypt, he's lost two, but took out some horse archers who are annoying. But we'll see how that does. You can see he's getting nowhere near Parthia, so he's got a choice to make, basically. Let's just go while they're at an impasse. Let's just go and have a quick look at what I'm doing. Very slowly but surely pulling out my my cav. I would have thought, I'm thinking to surround it, to take his, you know, keep his eye all the way around his army rather than just on this lot. Look, some urbans. I've forgotten which button you press so you can see where they're firing. I would imagine I'm hitting these, am I? 79, 81, possibly these ones. Probably the archers, actually, looking at it now. Now I can see him, yeah. See, he's firing flaming missiles and he's in tight order, which means he's... Although if you fire normal arrows, they're more accurate when you're in tight order. He's negating that with the fact that they're fire arrows. And also it means that mine have got smaller, you know, they're more densely packed, so my arrows are more likely to hit if fired in that area than if they're spread out like mine. So I should win that archer war pretty comfortably. I could probably win it even if I put my archers into tight fired flame ones back numbers, but it's one of them. So he's got his, you know, definitely a new player. He's sort of, well, I don't know, he probably set his stall out and then thought, that's my plan, I'm just going to sit here and wait for them to come to me, and if they come around this way like I am, then he's just going to have something in loose just as a deterrent to stop the cav coming in. Right, let's go and have a look at how Egypt and Parthia are doing. So Parthia looks like he's on the archer hunt. Is he going to catch him? They're pretty... You know, they're decent cataphracts. You've got to be careful with them that you don't wear them out too quickly, otherwise they become not useless at the end of the game, but you know, good players sort of start chasing them down, they get exhausted, and then it's, you know, they're not great when they're exhausted, which doesn't take long. I don't know if he's saving his archers, because I think Parthia only has short range archers. I don't think they have the you know, like Pharaoh's bowman or the you know, archer auxiliary or Cretan archers or that sort of equivalent. Right, and so yeah, that's a good little takedown by Parthia, taking the Egyptian cav out. He'll probably want to make sure he chases that off the field, but he's not going to. How many did it have? 7. Right on the borderline of coming back or not. I didn't check the upgrades on it. I'm not going to bother. It might do, it might not. Not that it's going to make much difference if it does. Apart from it might take out some archers, but yeah, you'd be lucky. So in come the cataphracts. He's just going to want to sort of shock route, and then as they're routing, take them out, and then sort of do the same again. What's he going into their spearmen? See, they're not, numbers are starting to go, oh. Yeah, so he's doing well there. He's sort of pulling them in and pulling them out, not leaving them in there, you know, getting his little charge and pulling them about. And now I would imagine he's going to hit over here, forcing him to check these, and then he's going to hit the other side there, and this guy's coming in, so yeah, he's doing alright. He's, you know, he knows what he's doing, this guy's good skirmish play. Although he must have been getting shot by everything. Yeah, look at that. If they weren't on flaming, he probably would have done more damage numbers wise. So they will come back, I'm pretty sure. You can see Matey Boy is starting to get pulled apart. You really want to make sure, you know, as far as the way I play it, and I like to play Skirmish. I don't like to play Skirmish with Skirmish. I like to actually still have my balanced army even now, which is probably much to my detriment. But if he's got his archers there, they're his, you know, not his get out of jail free, but he needs them. So if you're getting your spearmen dragged out like this, you know, you need to make sure he doesn't double back like he's going to, and he's going to probably take out these archers as long as they're not targeted in flames again. I'll go and look on me in a minute. Let's just see if he gets any archers this time to rout. So quite, you know, there's quite a lot of them. That should do it. No, I didn't really check the bowman what they had. He's routed that one. But yeah, he's doing all right, matey boy. He's sort of firefighting, you know what I mean? He's putting, you know, plugging holes with his fingers in the sinking ship. But in a minute, he's going to run out of fingers. Let's see what stage I'm at. What's that? A cav I'm chasing off. His armoured general. Was that? No, that's not his general. His actual general's there. I'm still just in the war of attrition, really. He's actually taking a few archers down, which would tell me that I've sort of been targeting. Yeah, targeting a few of them. Here comes this cav again. See, I was actually looking, but it just took me a while to get the control going. Just keeping an eye on them up there as well. It looks like he's still got his 3 cataphracts in there. Pulling them apart, routing them one by one, wearing them down. And then as soon as he's got the archers out the way, you know, take the cav out, take the archers out, and then he'll move his archers around, and I'm pretty confident that he'll just whittle them down if he can. This guy's got no cav now, which is bad news for him because I've pretty much got all of mine, apart from they're probably getting peeled now, but yeah. So if they're in loose formation and I charge that with my infantry, I'm gonna rip straight into that. Cav's gonna come in and hit anything that's engaged from all angles. So it's not gonna take me too long to dismantle that, even though it's only my 8th battle. You know, I sort of half know what I'm doing, or what I want to do. It's just a case of getting the computer to do what I want it to do at this stage when I don't know the controls. And even now I don't know them much anyway. Yeah, he's whittling it down. All this isn't even moving or anything, so you can see how he's doing with 2-3 cataphracts. He's still got 2 or 3 over there. Probably got some horse archers as well. Yeah. His pike should be up really, and he should be running rather than walking like that if he's going to play that sort of way. But at least he's bunched together now. Let's have a quick look. Just because I really don't like the sort of battles dragging on too much, as you know, I do like a good double speed, so we'll do that and just sort of wait for one of them to have something interesting happen. So he's decided to chase my cav, which is probably not going to be good for him. I've decided to actually try out wedge formation for the first time. Now I'm going to go in and bash him. Probably not going to rout him, but take his numbers down, come back out. 51, yeah, so got a few 20 or so. Going to push my infantry up now. I've probably spotted that he's being pulled apart, so now is the time to attack. So I'm going to try and, you know, I think what I was thinking is I'm going to distract his general and then attack this infantry here. You see all the peeler going in. I mean, this is pretty obvious what's going to happen down here. Let's go and keep an eye on that skirmish army. Yeah, it's not going to take long for his archers to get taken out. There's quite a few there. Even though they've got the range, he can obviously move up on them and then just sort of, you know, I would imagine he's going to surround with the cav in a minute. Yep, here they come. So that's dropping quickly even for double speed. Pulling them out, yeah, you see Matey Boy's got the idea now, he's not getting dragged about sticking by his archers. Let's just go and check what I'm doing. Perfect timing, just as the general gets taken out. So you can sort of imagine what happened here. I just basically destroyed his infantry with hammer and anvil attacks from all sides. So I'm probably going to regroup now and head over here, hoping that they're distracting each other, and I'll take either one of them out, whatever's easier. If I've got all my cav, I might try and take out these archers, or I might even go for the cataphracts, you know. Go straight for the jugular. Why not? The Parthian general, that'd be a good target. We shall see then. Let's keep this forwarding on double a minute, just because that's done and dusted over there now, so we don't need to keep an eye on that. We can see what Parthian is doing. So I'm just going to leave this to sit at this angle for a minute, because we can see everything. Just will have a sip of my cup of tea rather than I did the first 6, and I wanted to have a bit of confidence, so I'd had a couple of beers, if you can tell. But today I'm actually a bit more with it, and I'm just having a cup of tea while I do this one. So, yeah, I mean, you might take out one unit of cataphracts, but the writing is on the wall, really. He's done well. He's made him work for it. I don't know how many arrows his archers have got left, how that's going to work out for me. I don't know how many archers I've got left. I know he's got probably 3 or 4 full cataphracts left, so that's going to be difficult for me, but I can see by the smoke in the distance that my guys are actually running. So that was probably just to bring me cav back, and now they're all going to walk over. But yeah, let's have a... just making sure I'm not missed anything behind. So it looks like Egypt's going for a full retreat, and he's going to wait for me to come over and battle Parthian, and then I would imagine, you know... oh no, he stopped, fair play. Still got his general Egypt, that's quite good, because yeah, I don't think Egyptian morale is great. He's punched his archers up now, which is a little bit odd. Oh, there you go, he's noticed, so he must have taken his eye off the ball for a minute. Sit behind the path. Yeah, I mean, I can see which way this is going to go. Same again, nice and methodical. Whittle them down, and to be honest with you, the numbers of these units now are going to pretty much mean you could probably charge all of them, maybe apart from the general, head on, and they'd all rout. So he's going to do exactly that, and that should be all she wrote. He's going to go off for that one now. Matey Boy's admitted defeat. I think he still wants that general quite much. You can see the cavalry's arrived. So I've sent a few of them across. This could end pretty bad for me, but if I could take out a few of his archers and those cav, then that would be nice. So yeah, I've taken one set of archers out, so that's pretty good. Gonna drag him about. My cav is going to be quicker than his. Oh, I've gone for it. I'm not really taking any out. I've negated it. Oh, let's watch this bit and see what happens. Right, so my infantry is miles away, so my cav are all on their own at the moment. I managed to beat that one. So that's not too bad. Into the back of the Parthian general. If I can get in, that's pretty much game over. They're dropping. This guy's not doing anything. This guy's not doing anything. He looks like he's trying to pull him out. If I can cut him off, yeah, there you go. So I need to chase him off, because you know, these Eastern factions are pretty much all about their general. I often, you know, will sacrifice many troops trying to take out the general, just because then you know the rest of them are going to be almost on an insta-route basis. And yeah, I didn't even need to engage my infantry in the end, because, well, hopefully not, because this is all archers. So as soon as that general goes, which he has done, it's just a case of mopping up. So I may as well just forward this, because we know what's going to happen. And there we go. Oh, it was last man standing. So yeah, I mean, you know, we both did alright. Obviously his numbers are more, but then he was facing Egypt, which is 1400, and I got 800. But you know, it might have been a different story had I not rushed my cav over recklessly, gone straight for his cataphracts. You know, if I'd have been chased out and gone for his archers and got chased out of the way by the cataphracts, or just waited for my infantry to catch up and let him settle his, you know, skirmish techniques, it could have been a totally different game. But yeah, so, you know, fortune favours the brave and all that sometimes, or the reckless. Yeah, another good win. Right, happy days. See you later.